Get created back in the day. So like it's weird how the production cost of music is dropped to like fucking nothing, but the marketing budget skyrocketed.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
And there's just so much more hip hop in the world. Like I used to be able to go to the Music Factory in Times Square and look at the wall of 12 inches, and that was like all the new 12 inches that came out this week. Now, like that many songs comes out every hundredth of a second.
yeah, that's a crazy thought to think about the actual rate per second. I never done that before. Wow, that's a huge volume. All right, so you're back doing your push tapes, pause tapes that you were making, creating your curation love, digging through crates already because you guess you already have to be doing that. Or was it
As
tapes
at
you're
best
doing?
I can, on my high school allowance budget. I'm buying vinyl, and then using that to make pause button mixtapes and whatever else. And just sitting and listening to the music all the time because I grew up in kind of a dysfunctional family, especially on my father's side. He had a lot of demons he was working with. So in that unpleasant home environment, I would like come home from school, go straight to the headphones, and just like lose myself in the music, just like to get away from the world around me. So it was like not nonstop studying of the music. And then of course we had back then you couldn't just hear hip hop on the radio all the time. You had like Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. You had Kiss and BLS. Those were like the hip hop segregated areas. And then you had the underground shows like 105.9 that you could hear a little on, like the Awesome Two, um, DNA Hank Love show. Like there was just certain times, Friday and Saturday, you could listen to hip hop. So religiously, Friday, Saturday night, I'm there with my headphones, recording, studying everything that's going on. That's definitely a big that Friday, Saturday night hip hop radio experience was definitely a big part of it. And then video music box as well.
Big part of growing up in New York City was that like early radio. I remember like my father was like into this thing where like he'd like take us on like a driving tour of like Times Square. Like as a family, we just drove through Times Square, like, oh look at it, how crazy it is down here, you know? But like I'd always be super fascinated and then like they'd play like they I don't think that they realized that they were, like wanting to because those stations kind of played the like right they played the been around the world nah yeah yeah during the daytime, right? And then
Right.
at night that's when that was so like they didn't
Right. In the
realize,
daytime, in like, yeah, every time except Friday and Saturday from 9 to 12, it was just like R&B. It was like the Whispers, which is dope. I'm not knocking any of that, but except for like there'd be like one Run DMC song, one Curtis Blow, whatever were the two or three biggest hip hop pop hits at that time by the pop hit standard for then. Um,
yeah.
they would be, but otherwise you weren't hearing any like Eric B and Rakim, I know you got soul. You had to tune in Friday night starting at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like for me, it's like I'm absorbing this all. For you, it might be like whatever what I look like, but I'm just like sitting here going, this guy is like living history. It's a little like cool when I have those moments because for me, I feel like I would watch you on YouTube and I'm talking to you, which is just ethereally cool to me. Like I became a fan of you this week for real. I didn't know who you were before. No disrespect or anything. It's just how it is in life. Flacco said you were fucking the most interesting, smartest person. So I started watching your little videos and I'm like, no shit. He is the most interesting, smartest person.